Hello and welcome to a look back at the 2012 year in review, a year that has brought more action-packed netball than ever before.
The ANZ Championship season got underway in late March, returning to its usual format, played over 14 rounds, with the Vixens and Thunderbirds looking the goods early. The Mystics were New Zealand's best performed side early and resided inside the top 4 at the end of every round. The Magic made a horror start to the season, losing their opening 4 matches, but a run of 9 consecutive wins saw them qualify for their 5th consecutive final series. They created history as the first New Zealand side to claim the Trans-Tasman title with a 3-goal win over the Vixens in Melbourne. College netball embarked on an exciting new format in 2012, with 16 teams vying for the college netball title in a knockout format. After 14 weeks of competition, the final was between secondary school arch rivals Mount Albert Grammar and Tutour. Mount Albert entered the game as hot favourites and were clinical, dispatching the girls from Palmerston North 38-26 to claim the very first televised college netball title. Auckland Waitakere took out the 2012 LOIS MUIR Challenge after a tough 6-round season. Cook Strait were hot on their heels, claiming second place in the round-robin format. Winning across the Tasman is never easy, but New Zealand's top secondary school netballers proved they were up to the challenge. The New Zealand Secondary Schools netball team defeated School Sport Australia 38-25 in the final of the Trans-Tasman tournament held in May in Adelaide. Over 400 netballers, coaches and officials gathered at the Henderson's Trust Stadium Arena to take part in the NZ age group under-19 and under-21 netball championships. A total of 22 teams, 15 in the under-19 and 7 in the under-21, took part in this important development competition. Games were played with pride throughout the week, with Waikato winning the under-19 division and Otago winning under-21. Christchurch's Hagley Park was bustling with players from July 9 to 12 as 28 under-17 teams battled it out across the 3 days of beautiful crisp winter weather. Manawatu and Counties Manukau went head-to-head in the final, with Manawatu claiming title honours. The New Zealand under-21 team travelled to Ballarat in August to compete in an international series against Australia, Samoa and England under-21s. The team overcame a heavy loss to Australia in the opening round but closed the gap in the final, going down 51-59 to the Aussies. World Netball's greatest rivals resumed hostilities in September. The Constellation Cup ignited with the Silver Ferns and the Australian Diamonds meeting in Melbourne, Auckland and Christchurch. The Silver Ferns got the jump in the series with a hard-fought win in the first test in Melbourne. The Ferns then backed up against the Diamonds, winning the Auckland test and securing the Constellation Cup for the first time. The final test in Christchurch saw the Diamonds take a consolation win, denying the Ferns of a series clean sweep. The Lion Foundation National Championship final round-robin matches and finals were held at the beautiful Tect Arena in Tauranga from October the 3rd to 5th. For the first time since 1998, Otago claimed the top provincial title, defeating Trust Waikato 59-57 in a close-fought grand final. Held at the SBS Event Centre in Timaru, this tournament was met with pride, passion and a lot of fun as 16 teams from around the country came together for 3 days in mid-October. A complete domination of secondary school netball saw Mount Albert Grammar defeat Tutour 43-24 in the grand final to go with their college netball title they claimed in July. An innovative new quad series was introduced in 2012, with the Silver Ferns, Diamonds, England and South Africa taking part in 12 tests across 2 countries and 6 cities. The series thrust into action in Adelaide, with the Silver Ferns notching up an impressive 63-27 win over South Africa, followed 3 days later by a 61-42 win over world number 3 England in Newcastle. The Silver Ferns' third match of the quad series against the world champion Diamonds was one to forget, suffering a 20-goal loss in Sydney. The quad series moved across the ditch to Wellington, where the Ferns took care of England for a second time, but it was a much closer margin than Newcastle, winning by 11 goals. Tauranga hosted the second leg on Kiwi soil, with the Ferns' emphatic 39-goal winners over the South African Proteas. The New World Quad Series finale was in Hamilton, with the Silver Ferns looking for redemption after Sydney, and they responded in true Kiwi style with an outstanding 5-goal win over the Diamonds. But the Diamonds took home the Quad Series trophy courtesy of that big win over the Ferns in Sydney. Netball's version of Rugby Sevens hit Auckland's Vector Arena as the top 6 netballing nations descended on New Zealand, intent on putting on a spectacular show.
Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가볍지만 웬만한 모습.
The Ferns in England were rewarded for embracing the Fast 5 form of the game and advanced to the final, which was as memorable for the Ferns' entrance as the game itself. The home side narrowly edged out England to claim the inaugural Fast 5 title and the hearts of a nation for their impressive Langman-style impersonations.
That brings an end to an action-packed year of netball. 2012 was a record-breaking year, claiming the ANZ Championship and the Constellation Cup for the very first time. 2012 also delivered the inaugural Fast 5 title, rounding out to be one of the most successful years on record for netball in New Zealand. 2013 is promising to be better than ever, and we can't wait.